Okay, I made it at my mama's house. Grown man things now. Different walk with the mission look the same now. Lay it down, now I lay down in my grave. I know I'm rare, but it's just too much up at stake. Give me faith, so I can walk through the valley. I got my people around me, secure the bed like it's Cali. Just making moves like it's 1999. It's historic, cause God making me to shine. Yeah, all the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. This that Diana Ross singing with the Supremes. It's Barack being the president, you know what I mean. This that Moses using the staff and parting the sea. This mic hitting the moon while Billie Jean up on the screen. Like, good ain't good enough. The snakes ain't drilling us. I'm focused, baby. You want that woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. Put me in the Guinness book, he made me this crazy. Hey, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. All I know is I got it. Just give me a dime in my pocket. Hey, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. Yeah. All I know is I got it. Just give me a dime in my pocket. Hey, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. Yeah. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, ain't no mystery, baby. We making history lately. Yeah, cause we the rookies of the year. All I see is devils in my rear. Yeah, we making history, baby. It's just history, baby. History, baby.
Hear me now? Ooh, I've been so many places. Been around the world, I'm trying to get me famous. Everybody trying to occupy the spaces. Everybody now wanna know what my name is. Not even me mommy or me daddy. I didn't have nobody, just a little money God and me. I remember when I couldn't get my demo put out. Ooh, now it's murder. And now you say, oh, cause I got the mic now. You're singing praises. Now they say, oh, yes, I'm the one you wanna rock with right now, right now. And the mic now, I guess I'm famous, and I guess it's my time, my time.
up and get ready, for the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia first black governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show on Facebook Live. We bring in the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. Time for you to get up, roll up, sit back, and ride to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's first black governor. Oh man, good morning. Bow, there we go. Welcome to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show, man. I am your host, Georgia first black governor. It's good being in the building. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully everybody's having a great morning. It's Tuesday. Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. We in the building. Good morning, Gap Teeth. How's everybody doing? Yes. We up early. We on time. Yeah, you can call in when we open up the phone lines. So how's everybody doing this morning? Big Juice, how you doing? Big Juice just ready to call in. Big Juice, like I'm just ready to call in. I don't really care about all that other stuff you talking about, dog. We're ready to call in. But how you doing though, Big Juice? How's everything going? So we got us a great show today. It's Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. So you know we're gonna be a little ratchet, but we gotta be righteous. The only problem is Mama Quita ain't here. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to stay as righteous as possible. I'm gonna do my best to stay as righteous as possible. You know. Right. So today, I'm ready now. I've been good. I want to talk about the church burning in Paris. What about the church burning in Paris? You ready now? But we don't have the phones open right now. And you want to talk about the church burning in Paris? Matter of fact, go ahead and open up the phones. Go ahead and call Big Juice. I'm sure you got the number. Go ahead. Yeah, open up the phones. And what about the church burning in Paris? What about the... I want to know. 9323. Let's see what we going to do. Go ahead and knock this out. About this church burning in Paris. Let's see. See how this gets down. And you have been plaguing me. You got 2 minutes, Big Juice. hear this one. And Big Juice, you get to help me test out my phone system. Yeah. Yeah. So I went to Big Juice call. Yeah, today I got a message from, there was a post that I was tagged in. And I thought it was asking me the question, but it wasn't. It was running down a couple of things, and I thought the article was very, very, very interesting. It was sent to me by Miss Marco, and it was asking, should transgenders be allowed in the military? So I'm gonna leave that open for us today. Should the military be open to transgenders? Should our military be open to transgenders? A lot of people feel it should. A lot of people feel it shouldn't. And who hates a crooked cop? Welcome to the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show.
Hey, Joe.
What it do, Big Juice?
Hey, Joe. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Happy Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show, everybody. How's everybody doing out there?
Hopefully everybody great. So, Big Juice, what's up? What do you think about this church? You say you wanted to talk about the church burning in Paris. What do you know?
Yeah. Well, what I found out is, I've talked to a couple of people, on Periscope that actually live in Paris that has been broadcasting and live. And I've tried to talk to them. I don't know if they see my comment or not. But in other news, they don't know if it's arson. They don't know if Muslims were involved. They don't know, because of the renovations that set it on fire. They just don't know yet. But when it all comes down to it, what do you think they should do? How to rebuild? I don't think they'll ever find out. If they can't find out now, well, I give it a couple of days, but I don't know.
Well, Big Juice, I look at it this way. It depends on if they want what they want us to know.
Right.
So if it's something that they're trying to keep covered, we'll never know. It'll just be a incident that just happened. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it also depends on what's the agenda in Paris. What has been taking place in Paris? What and who is a target in Paris? You see what I'm saying? Because you know. So now you have to look at that, because if that is the case and it's a setup, then somebody's gonna take the blame, or they're gonna tell us that somebody has taken the blame.
Unfortunately, you're going to want to attack, go after the Muslims. Why does it have to be the Muslims first, though? It could have been just somebody that lives in Paris,
Well,
and he got orders. It could have been something like that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why they attack Muslims, and I don't want nobody who's Muslims to take offense to this. Muslims are under attack because Muslims refuse to, according to the Pope, all religions come from them, including Islam. And Islam refused to come back and be friends with them. Now, they'll come back and have prayer days, and they have made certain things. But the reason why it's easy to point fingers at the Muslims, because most Muslim countries have natural resources that certain countries want control of. So, for example, we blow up the world trade, we blame it on Saddam, we go in, we kill him, We kill his kids. We take over all his oil, and not even the oil. We take over them billions of dollars of gold that he has.
Yeah.
We do the same thing in Libya with Gaddafi. So the reasons why, if they do blame it on Muslims, the reasons why the Muslims are always the first to get blamed is because the countries that Muslims are in, most Muslims country, are rich in vast natural resources. So, like I said, if you are under the fear that they're gonna blame Muslims for this church burning in Paris, please understand that there was something taking place in Paris before this burning never took place.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I know it's very, very tragic, all across the world, and I'm not really like all religious, all like that, but it still, it still hurts to see like a church burn down like that.
and that I can understand, because the church has history. The church represents certain things. However, Big Juice, I'm not religious. And I'm not gonna even say I'm spiritual, because that can be twisted into something different. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I read his word.
Me too. I hold on to all my brother's hands. I tell you.
You know.
Never let go.
So I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate gays. I don't hate transgenders. I don't hate whites. I don't hate blacks. Because I follow Jesus and because I study his word, I understand the time that we're living in. I understand where we are in the world. I'm not shocked when I see certain things. It's not a surprise to me, because I've already been told to be aware of these things coming to pass. So be not afraid. Just know that these things has to happen. And a lot more things are coming, Big Juice.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. Oh, but no, I know. I think like tragic events that happen in our lifetime. I mean, are like, is it like written like in a different Bible? Like 9/11 was supposed to happen. Okay, this church. This is. You think like these things they're supposed to happen in our lifetime? Do you think like it's like written down for us to even witness in our lifetime, or you think it's just like it?
These things were prophesied over 2,000-3,000 years ago. The rise of Rome and the fall of Rome was prophesied in Daniel. All of the things that are happening now, gay marriage, was prophesied in the Bible. That was prophesied by Paul. That was prophesied by Peter. The transgenders, fornication, sex everywhere, the side chicks, the pedophilia. All of this is in the scripture. If you know how to understand what's being said, and if you understand where this comes from. You see what I'm saying? So these, and before there's eternal peace on this earth, because of how man is, these things are gonna happen before Christ come back. The churches are gonna get burnt down. Christians are gonna get, those who truly believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna even say Christian, because I know a lot of Christians. Even the Pope said Jesus isn't real. So these things has to happen, Big Jews, and they're gonna say that. False prophets, fake churches, people stealing, robbing, killing. It's gonna be a lot of death. It's gonna be a lot of earthquakes. It's gonna be a lot of tornadoes, hurricanes, snow. We won't be able to tell the difference of the seasons. It's supposed to be spring, Big Juice, but we just had bad weather and y'all just had snowstorms.
And I know, man. The way this world is working now, it's like how is it that people, you know, ought to truly come together as one? I know we've been working on that for over the last 300, you know, plus decades or whatever.
Well, the way people can come together is one, Big Juice, is number one, we have to understand who we are. See there, the catch is this: if we all say we love Jesus, then we are all made up in the body of Christ. And even Paul spoke about this. He said, you claim one church is full of white people on Sunday. This church full of black people on Sunday. But y'all claim that y'all love the same Jesus. But y'all don't come together because y'all bicker and argue over little things. Skin complexion. Oh, y'all don't do the loud music, but they do. Y'all don't do this. Y'all don't do that like they do. He said the little bitty stupid stuff that y'all fighting over cause division. And by this causing division, it breaks down the togetherness. It breaks down what we're here for. It breaks down the love. It kills everything. So if we stop allowing the powers that be, because you have to understand these are tactics. You have to understand Satan's devices, Big Juice. So one of his devices and tactics is separation, racism, classism, socialism versus capitalism, this versus that, that versus this, that going this, that. That's how you keep the people separated. But you have to also understand in the times that we're living in and the things that we're gonna witness, Big Juice, has to happen. A lot of people that are here, Big Juice, in this world, a lot of people that are living in this world right now are here to do bad. They have no good in them. They are actually here to do evil. You have people in this world that are living and breathing and being born right now who mission is to do evil. It's in your scripture, Big Juice. This is the times that we are living in. The church burning in Paris.
I know. There's evil every day. There's evil going on right now. You know, even while we're talking. I do believe what you're what you're saying. But, you know, and how to keep the evil out, though, is the spirit. You know, since we're already here, you know, you got to keep the good in you. You know what I mean?
Oh, most definitely. Well, the power of fighting evil is through prayer and reading the word. Those are your two greatest weapons. Lastly is your actions. Lastly is your actions. You understand? But your first two...
evil, you know, you pull up on somebody and it's, you know, it's like, you know, there's some all in America, like how they, you know, how he went out there, you know, he was looking to kill somebody that day. And that's the evil kind of people, like, I just felt like I just wanted to kill somebody today.
Right.
Oh no, they just picked up that random child and just threw him, you know, all the way to the ground and just ran away. You know, like the punk he is, a punk.
Well, see, but this is the thing, Big Juice. In Genesis 3, God told Satan, I'm gonna put enmity between your seed and her seed. So that means that Satan has children just as well as Eve has children. And Satan's spirit and children come through the bloodline of Cain. But that's a whole nother day, a whole nother story. But what I'm trying to let you know is evil is in the earth. It is here. And what's going to happen is it's going to get so bad to where we're going to welcome it in. And they're going to tell you it's the Messiah. And it's not. You see what I'm saying? So only thing I could tell you, Big Juice, is the greatest weapon that you have is prayer and getting into your word. And the more you pray and get into your word, the better you'll have an understanding of things. And you will have an understanding of what's going on in the world right now. So Big Juice, I appreciate you calling. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to come back. And our topic is, should the military be open to transgenders? And there's a crooked cop in Atlanta, and the citizens want him gone, and I'm here to expose him. So we'll be back with more of the Way Bacon Coffee Morning Show right after this.
As a people, we only can be held down for so long before we force to take our rightful position in society. Just know, our current situation is not our destination. It's your boy Al Blaze, featuring Kendra Marie. What it do, baby? Come on, Black History Month. No, we gonna change that. We got Black History Year all year round, baby. High tech, let's go.
Sit back. We ain't going nowhere. Like it or not, we on top right here. Be easy, homie. We ain't tryna do you greasy, homie. Sit back. G-Huff going hard in the paint. Vice electric 4 quarters in the game. Be easy, homie. High tech, yeah, he the homie. Yeah, 10 toes in the game. Walking on hot cold, been through the snow and the rain. But I'd rather REIGN forever. On top of the game with more wins. Even bosses took a few losses. Equivalent to profits, being nailed to crosses. None of these labels wanna sign me, but that's in the past now when I put it all behind me. Stellar production and dope rhyming. I wrap circles around all of them. Tryna go gold like 49 is your highness. Drinking champagne inside recliners. The American dream, my words nightmare. Black man make moves, the white man right there. It's like Virgil and Ted DiBiase, but I'm no house nigga, man, I'm more like Selassie.
Coming from a brand new town, coming with a brand new sound. Under in the wind warehouse. On another tip, cause brothers from the Migo, brothers from the Migo. Coming from a brand new town, coming with a brand new sound. Wondering the wind warehouse. On another tip, cause some brothers from the Migo, brothers from the Migo. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Vice Electric and G Huffer at the dough, kicking it down like Chris. Opportunity don't sound like this, more like a pound and fist. You would never ever think I could get down like this, would you? I've been running for pres, lifting my brothers up. My sisters too, unveiling the cover up. Now my adversaries forever carry the bubble guts. Sing to their tummies when they catch wind. You be surprised, can you be your best friend? I be like, why fellas? Why jealous? Cause I go against the grain like I'm fighting rice pellets. The fame, you can have it. Me and my crew tight. I call them the straight jacket, dogs with straight habits. Certified poets of hip hop street madness. G's though, sitting on land, we got madness.
We ain't going nowhere. Like it or not, we on top right here. Be easy, homie. We ain't tryna do you greasy, homie. G Huff going hard in the paint. Vice Electric 4 quarters in the game. Be easy, homie.
Absolutely.
High tech, yeah, he the homie.
Yeah. Vice though, Huff though, spitting to the utmost, like we supposed to, hustling, try coastal. We've returned like you learned it's the wrong postal. We stand firm to burn until we moguls. Dumb drum kits, high tech and mixed vocals. Eyebrows raised like Tampa Bay hitters. Old school soul cool brought the shade with us to the game. We sorta like Jay and Dame chillin'.
I believe in me like I believe in God. No days off, 365 on the job. But this money can't come fast enough. They gassed us up, called us the best and passed us up. Racing to my destination, can't crash my truck. No headlights at night, but my future is bright. I want a legacy like Garvey, Bob Marley. Beautiful wife and kids, a white fence with the garden.
Coming from a brand new town, coming with a brand new sound. Wondering the wind warehouse. On another tip, cause some brothers from the Migo, brothers from the Migo. Coming from a brand new town, coming with a brand new sound. Wondering the wind warehouse. On another tip, cause some brothers from the Migo, brothers from the Migo. Wow.
And that's how it goes, ladies and gents. Straight from the Midwest. High tech, top 5, dead or alive. G Huff, Vice Electric. Straight from Ohio with it. The Buckeye State. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. Like it or not, we on top right here. Be easy, homie. We ain't tryna do you greasy, homie. G Huff going hard in the paint. Vice Electric 4 quarters in the game. Be easy, homie. High tech, yeah, he the homie. Yeah.
To my current and expiring homeowners that are interested in credit repair, refinancing a home, or to get pre-approved for home buying, then come out to the Pearls of Wisdom for current and expiring homeowners, Sunday, April 28th from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA. This event is free, but tickets are required. So go register at Eventbrite at Pearls for Homeowners.
I'm on my way to help the kids stay, at the YMCA, the YMCA. I'm on my way to help the kids stay, at the YMCA, the YMCA. Kids, tell your parents April 27th, Help the Kids Day returns to the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA. We got games, food, music, fun, all for healthy kids, healthy living, and healthy communities. See you there. I'm on my way to help the kids stay, at the YMCA, the YMCA.
faster when I'm real. Somewhere I've never been before. You'll take me. I ain't used to this craving. No excuse, but I'm saying, maybe you got me thinking. I wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, what I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there halfway when the time is right. Cause I see no one else, no one else. Cause you make me blind. Don't close out that girl out of time. You make me blind, blind. Breathing's faster, I can't take the pressure. When you touch me, I can't help but to fall in love. You make me, I ain't used to this craving. No excuse, but I'm saying, maybe you got me thinking. I wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, what I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there halfway when the time is right. Cause I see no one else, no one else. Cause you make me blind. Don't close out that girl out of time. You only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. You make me blind, blind. Wanna walk this line to the other side. This year, what I tell myself, stay alive, it'll be alright. I guess you'll meet me there halfway when the time is right. Cause I see no one else, no one else. Cause you make me blind. Don't close out that girl out of time. You only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right. Cause you make me blind. Don't close out that girl out of time. You only mine. Ain't nobody else love me right.
You make me blind. Oh, my bad. Welcome back to the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show, man. It's Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. We in the building, broadcasting live from the ATL to the world over. We're here. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh man, thank you, Big Juice, for calling in this morning. And talking about the church in Paris. It kind of catapults Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for today, which is God will give you the opportunity to love a few times a day. They won't always be people you like. It could be people you like but fall short. It might mean forgiveness. It might mean patience. It might require humility. But God will give you the chance to show his love through you. Life is too short. Y'all not to take him up on an offer. Sometimes you might succeed. Sometimes you might not succeed, but at least try. God will give you the opportunity to love a few times a day. Now, Big Juice asked the question, would they blame this on the Muslims? Will they lie about it? Will they cover it up? Will they do this? Well, Big Juice, in that hour, God gave people the opportunity to love, to forgive, to be patient, to show some humility. And sometimes it won't always be the people you like. Sometimes it might be an enemy. Good morning, Miss Kiwi. So I thank you for calling, Big Juice, because you kind of catapulted Portia Words of Wisdom, because you asked all the right questions. Will they blame it on this person? Will they blame it on that person? But before we start pointing fingers, God will give you the opportunity to love a few times a day. And it might not be with somebody you like. But see, love, it says that doing this few times a day, and doing a day in these few times, that might mean forgiveness, patience. It gonna require some humility. Just a few of the little sprinkles that God gives. Forgiveness. He's very patient with our foolishness. And if you see how he loves with humility. So it gives you an opportunity to be used by God to show his love through your forgiveness, through your patience, through your humility. So that's Miss Portia Kirkland, Words of Wisdom for this morning. You can follow Miss Portia Kirkland at pkfaith.com. That is at pkfaith.com. And follow up on Miss Portia Kirkland. She's also having a salsa dance off here in the ATL. I completely forgot about it. I just thought about it now. My sugar booger says she don't have no rhythm. I don't believe it though. I'm willing to take that chance to see. So, oh man, welcome to Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays, man. Listen. I came in this morning, and Big Juice, I'm grateful because you gave me a little oomph this morning. Well, since you're calling again, we're gonna open up the phone lines a little later. Oh man, check this out. Everybody know Tiger Woods won the Masters, right? Right. And it's crazy how black people dismissed this man until it took them 11 years to welcome him back as a winner. But this has to be the most disrespectful thing I have ever seen before in my life. Now, you want to talk about ratchetness. Now I want to know, how many of us would have been able to walk into a golf tournament with a picture of Jack Nichol's mugshot on a t-shirt? How many? How many? We wouldn't. We would have never made it through the front door. Never. Never made it through the front door. This is crazy. That's crazy. We would have never been able to make it through the front door with Jack Nicholson's mugshot on our shirt. We wouldn't. That is very ratchet. And then you was in the front, and it's crazy that they took your picture. They made sure they got your picture. They made sure he walked right by you. Pow. But I love the caption that said, I would set a table in front of your enemies. Yes. You got to have enemies. God loves to work through you when you got enemies. You already got one major enemy, but when you got many of them that can see you, God definitely loves working through you when you got a lot of enemies. Yes. So I do love the caption. I do love the caption. I will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Yes. But that shirt, that is ratchet. You know what else is ratchet? This has to be the most undercut, below the belt punch in the city of Atlanta. Finally, someone wearing red and black won a championship in Georgia. I'm going to get in trouble by my sugar booger for this one. But I thought this was funny. Oh, man. What a great punch at the Falcons. And even though the Bulldogs do have a championship, they didn't win here in Georgia. Y'all supposed to go to the Super Bowl in your own city. Y'all let these folks trick y'all off the street. Almost had both of your rivals in the building. Yes, that's crazy. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. But that was funny to me. That was funny. Oh, man, that was funny. Oh, I also thought this was funny. Listen. If you got a big family, if you got a big family, you can, listen, they made the minivans for travel, big families, room, put some 20s on it. Don't go around. Why do somebody gotta get left at home? Why? Only black folk will do this. I don't care how many children we have. I ain't buying no van. Somebody just can't go. Only black people will leave their child at home. Money, who been the worst? Let me see the grades. Who took the most behind whoopings before today? Oh, that nigga can't go. This some Negroes do. Somebody gonna get left at the house. Listen, This is why they made minivans. Go get your minivan. Don't leave none of the children at the house. Y'all leaving the children at the house because y'all don't want to get a van. Put some 20s on it. Put some leather on the inside. Change out the front. I don't know what to tell you. But don't leave none of the children at home. Don't do that. And don't do that. Don't leave none of the children. And this, lastly, this is my favorite right here. How many of us is like this right now? This is what happens when you get a degree and you get a job and you sit in the desk all day and eat all day. Because one day you'll be young and the next day you sleep like this. With your hands holding on your stomach, holding yourself up. This is what we have come to. Sad but true. Sad but true. Oh, man. So we're going to take a break, man. We'll be back with more Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. I already asked the question. What do you think of transgenders in the military? And lastly, to my people in Clayco, let's not be afraid. I've already put it on Facebook and tagged all the powerful people I know in the city. I want to know how we get, how we challenge Victor Hill. This what we do. If it ain't right in the hood, if it ain't right for our community, it's time for it to go. It's time for them to step down. So we'll be back with more of the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Soul Brother.
My wordplay, you can feel it in your arteries. Bravehearted, so to win, it's in the heart of me. Describe me as cook, crack, dope, or gnarly. A hardly get to speak in regards to me. My nationality is real MC. Bloodline like Eric B. I rock him. I move crowds on the national level. Drop the bass and turn it to treble. This rap rebel. Without a balls, I do this, y'all. Mic check with it, yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. Hip hop is where I live at. Drive through on the 1-2. Hand skills on the beam while turning the turntable. Do the wop on the mic while rocking the fat cable. Turn my hat to the back. See the sign says Kango. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you loving my music. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Okay, thanks for coming right back. Shout out to Soul Brother for making a dope track. Gave a call Mac off and put your touch on that. Now you get the real, so all I state is the fact. I flame moon when I step in the booth, I get ill. Go with the flow so I don't know how to chill. I fiend for a microphone fiend. The music is my drug, crowd calling my name. So I do my thing. Standing in my B-boy stairs, my chain hangs. People with my name in their mouth, they spit flames. Control the other's microphone thing, play no games. You need a lesson, I'ma learn you right. Protective of my flow like a virgin, I'm tight. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you love my music. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Yes, sir, I done did that third. Been around in the game while you geeks are squirrel. To the root, I'ma fix what the problem is. Loud talk, but I don't hear what the volume is. I mean, I close the book on you rappers, your verse bore me. I close the book on your lies, no more stories. I bring the biz cause my flow transitional. You stall out with your flow transmission goes. I'm in the driver's seat, believe me, I'ma bring the heat. Running to bring me back like your headline when it recedes. When I'm embracing the pen, it's priceless. When you embracing the pen, the price less. When I flow, I got the glow like Bruce Leroy. Philly style, B-boy, number one, me, boy. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you loving my music. Don't sweat the technique. 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 Yo, shout out to Area Rakim for being the inspiration.
You're my desire, we started this fire. Know you feel the vibe, I know you do. See, I'm not trying to get you with one line. We can just do lines of what drug you choose. Cause you're so beautiful. Everybody in here knows if you wanna get close. Nobody has to know, baby, let's go. You don't have to be alone. You're pretty sure you're what I've been waiting for. Cause you got rhythm and a good beat. So put that rhythm on me. And I know we got that love. Touch me till I'm numb. I feed for dopamine. You feel so good to me. I know we got that love. So touch me till I'm numb, numb. Don't you try to hide, it's in your eyes. So what you like, we can do it twice. Come get high on life with me tonight. Cause you're so beautiful. Everybody in here knows if you wanna get close. Nobody has to know, baby, let's go. You don't have to be alone. You're pretty sure you're what I've been waiting for. Cause you got rhythm and a good beat. So put that rhythm on me. And I know we got that love. Touch me till I'm numb. I feed for dopamine. You feel so good to me. I know we got that love. So touch me till I'm numb, numb. I just want a chance. You can slow dance on me. There ain't no romance, just a fan when you wanna leave. Oh, cause you're so beautiful. Everybody in here knows if you wanna get close. Nobody has to know, baby. Cause you got rhythm and a good beat. So put that rhythm on me. And I know we got that love. Touch me till I'm numb. I feed for dopamine. Feel so good to me. Feel so good to me. We got that love. Hey. Touch me till I'm numb. She got the rhythm. Feel so good to me. Got the rhythm. And I don't wanna leave. She got the rhythm. Feel so good to me. Got the rhythm. Got the rhythm. She got the rhythm.
You got the rhythm. Hey. Hey. So what's going on, man? Welcome back to the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show. Hold on. We'll be right back. I just wanted to come in and say that. Hey, Mama Quita.
Shiloh gonna make it shoot like a movie.
For real, like, what more you want me to do out here that I'm not doing? I'm doing the best that I possibly can for not you, for just everybody. I gotta take care of myself. I gotta make sure I'm making it happen. I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do for everybody. You wildin', man. Like, yo, this shit is really crazy out here for me, for real. It's like the world is on my shoulders, man, and there ain't nothing more I could do.
I'm aiming for the cloud behind the tabernacle. And you would hear this and swear that I was coming at you like I loaded this weapon. And now I just aim it at you. Call a nigga a bastard, and only thing is fame I'm after. The only thing I care about is bags and hoes I'm after. I sit back and rewind, I'm viewing all the chapters. I'm sick back of my mind knowing the final chapter. Told my sister in the hallway, what's the final outcome? No sweaters or hoodies and fuck a white tee. Only showing papes now, love is through the bag, B. I booked a flight and I made it there. Takashi, NY nigga, and many niggas don't like me.
Sometimes I feel like if I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, the world on my shoulders. Sometimes I feel like if I got the world on my shoulders, the world on my shoulders. The nigga get older, the streets getting colder, my kids getting older. Got 4 of them niggas, so how a nigga gon' spoil them? And got 6 figures and a nigga ain't ballin'. My kids ain't calling, they mama dumb sick. She's letting this happen while I'm stuck in this trap shit. A nigga can't talk unless it's all is rapping. They doing the most while I'm making it happen.
They talking crazy, let alone that don't feed papes. I'm out here on the grind beyond the tri-state, punching in about 5, then I'm out about 2. My Mooka Luka asking me, Theo, you gonna bust a move? I had to figure it out, it had to be soon. Had to get up in the bed and make it out the living room. Had to make me a stash, boy, yeah, I'm digging room. 40 hours on the clock, and it was overtime. Punching in on the block, 1 o'clock, overtime. I'm low slumping, I'm swagged up, but I'm still P. Bipolar or broke, nigga, I'm still me. I fed families never fed me. I put my own pain in, nobody raised me. I got game, but I ain't playing on no full court. Roll me up a Bleeze 9E, then smoke a Newport. The weight's heavy on my shoulder blades and eyelids.
Sometimes I feel like if I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, the world on my shoulders. Sometimes I feel like if I got the world on my shoulders, the world on my shoulders. The nigga get older, the streets getting colder, my kids getting older. Got 4 of them niggas, so how a nigga gon' spoil them? And got 6 figures and a nigga ain't ballin'. My kids ain't calling, they mama dumb sick. She's letting this happen while I'm stuck in this trap shit. A nigga can't talk unless it's all is rapping. They doing the most while I'm making it happen.
My legs weaker from all the grinding that I did. I'm on a mission, a crash course, no funny shit. Everybody had jokes on me when I was bumming it. I did the sit in the crib, fucked up having nothing, nigga. Child support killing my soul, you did nothing, nigga. I got the vision clears, Picasso picture. It's straight to the top, yeah, or they gon' miss this nigga. I got scar on my face already, you get the picture.
I get the picture. Welcome back to the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show, man. How y'all doing? What it do, Mama Quita? Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. I almost fell asleep like Homer during the song. What happens when you get old, when you getting old. So, the question on the floor is, should transgenders be allowed in the military? Now, this was shared with me on my timeline by Miss Margot, and I'm trying to find it. And pretty much what it was saying was, should transgenders be allowed in our military? And the response to it was no. And the reason they said no is because they said it will become a distraction. I'm really trying to find the entire thing. They said it will become a distraction. They said it will become an issue, a problem. However, the Medical Association blasts the military for their transgender military policy. Trump wants the transgender ban. According to the military news, National Military News, they spend about $3 to $8 million on transgenders in the military. That goes from everything to bringing them in for training all the way up to the actual operation. The operation itself. So do you think transgenders should be allowed to serve? And the reason these people said no is because there are a lot of disqualifications when it comes to the military. And that is true. There's a lot of disqualifications when it comes to the military that I do know firsthand. I did serve. And before I could even get on the plane to go to basic, because of because I had calluses on the bottom of my feet, they didn't even want me to go to basic. So I'm gonna read off this article real quick that was sent to me, and it says, question: how can President Trump claim to represent all U.S. citizens regardless of sexual orientation when he banned transgenders from joining the military? Isn't that discrimination? The response to the question was, nobody has a right to serve in the military. What makes people think the military is an equal opportunity employer? It is very far from it, and for good reasons. He said, let him cite a few. Said the military use prejudice regularly and consistently to deny citizens from joining, from being too old, too skinny, too fat, too young, too tall, or too short. Citizens are denied for having flat feet. That is true. I've seen people who was in with me who had flat feet who were denied coming in. Or for missing or additional fingers. This is true. You have to have all 10 fingers, 10 toes. You can't have no problems. They want you a certain height, certain weight. Right. That's true. It said and then he also went to explain, by the way, poor eyesight would disqualify you. Bad teeth. This is true. Malnourishment, because they do check your teeth. That's no lie. You can get kicked out for bad teeth. Bad teeth, malnourishment, drug addiction, bad back, criminal history, low IQ, anxiety, phobias, hearing damages, having more arms, hearing voices in your head, need special access to a wheelchair. I know people who get kicked out for not completing basic, which he goes on to say, You can't run a course in the required time. You can't do the required number of push-ups. You're not a morning person. You refuse to get out of bed before noon. There are many legitimate reasons for denial. He goes on to say the military has one job: winning war. Anything else is a distraction and a liability. The military has one job: winning the war. Anything else is a distraction and a liability. Did anyone just scream, "It isn't unfair"? War is very unfair. There are no exceptions made for being special or challenged or socially wonderful. You must change yourself to meet military standards and not the other way around. You don't change the military. You must change yourself. The military is not about being fair. It's about taking advantage of others and about winning. The military doesn't need to accommodate anyone with special issues. The military needs to win wars and keep our country safe, period. How do you feel about that? Is he true? Is he right? Is it true? Will anything else be a distraction? Because you got to understand, it's true. You got bad feet, they won't let you in. Before they send you to basic, they put you in a room, they strip you down to shorts. And they bring doctors in. And they thoroughly check each individual. This is before you even go to basic training. And they check everything. Your hair, your ears, your eyes. They do open your nose. They look at your teeth. They check your body. Your fat to what they call it, body mass ratio. They check your feet. They listen. Before they send you anywhere, before you even get on the plane to go to basic, you heard? So, banning transgenders, is this a great idea? Because my thing is this. They already in. They have already passed the requirements. Because transgender work both ways. If a woman sees herself as a man, go in as a man, compete and passes as a man, what you gonna say? But the question goes deeper than that. Off just you being able to do push-ups and things of that nature. Because you might got somebody in there who thinks transgender is an abomination. You might have someone who don't want to work beside a transgender. All of these factors go into play. All of these factors go into play. So now when we out on the battlefield, Who's really fighting who? This man don't want to go out here with this man woman or woman man or whatever. He doesn't want to go out there. He doesn't trust them. He doesn't feel they're going to have their back. And vice versa. The transgender is not going to want to go out there because he don't want to accidentally get shot by friendly fire. So it's a distraction. Distractions become liabilities in war. Think about it. The media distracts you every day from what's really going on behind the closed doors. You're highly distracted every day by something while they are actually doing something else. We're really at war. For real, for real. No lie, no games. We are at war. And if we are distracted while we are at war, then we're liable to lose, and lose big. And think about it from this perspective. Most countries that we are at war with, or most countries that we have been to war with, despise LGBT, transgender. They hate them. So how would our military be looked at? Will we be looked at as weak? Will we not be the mighty military that the world once feared? Would somebody truly try us based on that? So would somebody truly push up on America for that purpose? Will they look at it in that light, that they can beat us because we have transgenders? Will they even make that type of assumption that we are weak because we have gays? See, these are the things that you really have to think about when it comes to our home front. Because guess what? War hasn't been on this soil in a long time. And what I can tell you is a lot of the things that are taking place in America is financially backed by enemies. Please believe they know a lot more. Our enemies know a lot more than what the media gives you to believe. So now the question becomes, do we appear weak? Because they will assume. Because think about it. Just think about a regular bar fight between 5 big straight guys and 4 or 5 gay guys. I'm not saying that the gay guys will lose, but in the minds of the big dudes, this is cakewalk. So think hard about it. Pray about it. We're going to take a break. And we'll be back with our exclusive on Mr. Victor Hill when we come back. Right here on the Wake Bake and Coffee Morning Show.
Get back the best part of me. Get back the best part of me.
Envision myself in the mirror. Took a deep breath, made it clearer. I've been keeping secrets to myself, a burden that's for me and no one else. I'm hurt inside. These tears I cry every time I think of what I did. Oh, I give anything just to take it back, yeah. Take it back and erase the past, yeah. I'd do anything to press on and let it play out differently. Had my heart on lock, but I gave away the key. I wish I could let it go. Wish I could let him know. Wish I could turn the key and get back the best part of me. Holding on to a memory, all this negative energy, throwing off all our chemistry. How do I get back the best part of me? Holding on to a circumstance, I gotta give myself a second chance. Going back to loving who I see, wanna get back the best part of me. Crying, I'm a victim of my own vibes. I just wish that I could say that I'm sorry. I'm hurt inside. These tears I cry every time I think of what I did. Oh, I give anything just to take it back. Take it back and erase the past. I'd do anything to press forward and let it play out differently. Had my heart on lock, but I gave away the key. I wish I could let it go. Wish I could let him know. Wish I could turn the key and get back the best part of me. Holding on to a memory, all this negative energy, throwing off all our chemistry. How do I get back the best part of me? Holding on to a circumstance, I gotta give myself a second chance. Going back to loving who I see, wanna get back the best part of me.
Oh, y'all look really good. You can ask for and I get everything I could give to me. I'm tired of the back and forth games we play. better tell yourself it's right. You'll be alright. Wipe your eyes. Don't cry. And I know it's hard to think that you gave your heart away to. So didn't do the same. Didn't do the same. Listen, how can someone make you feel so good? But also make the pain hurt so bad. I lost my heart, my soul and my mind. The way you said so much. All the things you said, well, you seem to forget there's no going back to find what we had. I gotta put you in my past. Better tell yourself it's right. Alright. Wipe your eyes. Don't cry. And I know it's hard to think that you gave your heart away to. So didn't do the same. Didn't do the same. So foolish of me to think I'm more than the last one. And how foolish of me to think you were the one. I thought you were good for me, but you ain't clear to me. Gotta go. I gotta go. I better tell yourself it's right. You'll be alright. Just wipe your eyes. Yeah. Don't cry. No, it's hard to think that you gave your way too long. Do the same. You didn't do the same. Do the same. Yeah. Just wipe your eyes. Don't
Now every time I would see you, like can't be fine, hoping that I could meet you, make you mine. But you were never interested in the lady that I was becoming. Seeing you around lately, and boy, you changed. It feels so weird, so crazy to hear you say my name. Although you're still not interested in the lady that I became, I'm glad to have you as my friend, and I hope things stay the same. You never know the way I feel inside. Been keeping it a secret, 'cause I can't put down my pride. Only hope that this friendship is for real. Gotta let go of what I feel. I don't wanna lose what we had. Never know the way I feel inside. Been keeping it a secret, 'cause I can't put down my pride. Only hope that this friendship is for real. Gotta let go of what I feel. I don't wanna lose what we had. Telling me exactly what's best for me. What a wonderful friend you turned out to be. Making sure I keep my vision right on this road to reality. Ooh, yeah. I wouldn't tell nobody the things I tell you, 'cause I know you'll always keep it true. And when those other hit me with lies. On your shoulder I cried, and that's how I knew that you never know the way I feel inside. Keep it a secret, 'cause I can't put down my pride. Only hope that this friendship is for real. Gotta let go of what I feel. I don't wanna lose what we have. Went from a crush to a friend. That's how it all really began. Ain't never turning back for me. Hope you're down when I tell you this. But I never met nobody like you. And I hope we never become strangers like they say best friends do. Oh, you never know the way I feel inside. Keep it a secret, 'cause I can't put down my pride. Only hope that this friendship is for real. Gotta let go of what I feel. 'Cause I don't wanna lose what we have. Never know the way I feel inside. Keep it a secret, 'cause I can't put down my pride. Only hope that this friendship is for real. Gotta let go of what I feel. I don't wanna lose what we
Yeah. Welcome back to the Way Bacon Coffee Morning Show. That was Levine Marie. The love that we have. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So welcome back to Ratchet but Righteous Tuesdays. We're here. We're live in the building. So we're gonna highlight someone who claims to be very righteous, but to a lot of the people that's around him, he's very ratchet. Let's start off to just say that a lot of people get power and they abuse it. In their mind, they feel that they're doing great or they're doing justice or good. However, they're really using their power to exploit, abuse, gain more power, and to put those in opposition out of the way. From what I understand, this man has cost one county in Georgia about $7 million. And not only did he cost $7 million, he was also brought up on 28 charges: racketeering, theft by taking, violating the oath of office, making false statements, influencing witnesses. He is a man that was an elected official, and he used his power. And not only was he charged with racketeering, theft by taking, violating the oath of office, he also beat a murder trial. He also beat another extortion trial. 37 charges. And he beat 27 in one county, 10 in another, where he was using and violating his power. Now this man holds the oath as the sheriff in Clayton County. according to local sources, when he retained power, let's back up. When he lost power, not only did they put him out, they put out half the police force. And the police officers who were put out were not allowed, not only that they couldn't work in Clayton County, some of them couldn't even be police officers in the state of Georgia at all. According to these same sources, once he was acquitted, he was placed back in power, and he brought back in majority of the officers that were not allowed to work in Clayton County. And now, most of these officers have been arrested for falsifying statements, false arrests, tampering with evidence, racketeering. The same officers that he brought back. And now he still holds a power position. So now, as I tell people all the time, we worry about what's going on in DC. Like I said, that's our distraction. When you turn on your local news, the consistency of seeing crime, that's the distraction. But what rarely makes the news is what's going on behind closed doors. See, election is coming this year for his seat. The deputy that wants to take his place, his opposition, was arrested. And so was his wife. And they claim that he was violating the oath, he was filing false documents. But yet this hasn't been proven in a court of law. And the warrant was issued by the sheriff to have his own deputy arrested because he was the potential rival to run against him to take his seat. Who else better has dirt on you than the one that you have kicked the dirt on? And if you keep digging and digging and digging and digging and digging, you'll see that the charges that's brought against his opposition hasn't been proven. They have been false. But yet, as we had the story yesterday, if you lie on somebody in court, why hasn't they went after the sheriff for lying on somebody? Why haven't they went after the sheriff for rehiring a police officer in his county that by law couldn't be a police officer? placed him in the jail as a sheriff, and he almost killed the inmate. That made national news. You can go look it up. Clayton County sheriff slams young man head into the jail cell. He throws him into the cell, cracks his skull. The man doesn't get fired. He gets reassigned. Now he's out making false arrests. He just made the news again a week ago. So, like I tell you, the things that affect you every day are those that are right in your backyard. This particular county lost $7 million behind this man. And what I can tell you about Clayton County is it is in no position to lose $7 million. They aren't. They just got their school accreditation back a couple of years ago. And what I can tell you, just from news sources, they consider him to be a bully. He used scare tactics. The citizens are scared to come outside. They use bully police tactics. It's one thing to have police presence for people to feel safe. It's another to have police presence for people to feel scared. And what's crazy to me is the #1 drug area in the county is right across the street from the police station. Right across the street. Most of the murders I heard right across the street from the police station. This is what I mean by understanding the people that you put in power. Forget what they look like. Do you understand their motives? Do you know their agendas? Where did they come from? Where they getting their money from? What interests do they really have? Because these are the people that affect you every day. Your sheriff, your police, your mayor, your city council. These are the people that govern and control your life every day. But they keep you distracted on other states. They keep you distracted on DC. But the people that really affect you, shh. This man locked up his opponent's wife. He said she was sending them threatening emails. No, that came out not to be true. But he's still in office. He's still in power. So I asked the same question my sugar booger asked. Why they ain't going after him? Why does he get the break? Here's a man y'all know did wrong, but because the DA dropped the ball, Did they drop it on purpose? This man is known for witness tampering. He strategically put certain people in places. This man hired people right off the street that he knew. Never filled out an application, never had a background ran, never had a drug test done. All the requirements that it takes to work in government of Clayton County. It's all in the paper. They don't put it on the news, but they put it in real small articles in the local paper. And these are the people that dictate the lives of those that come in and out of the jails. These are the people that dictate how policing is done in the area. And I'm pretty sure this is taking place everywhere. Me and my sugar boy had this conversation. We used to watch, we watching movies, and I used to tell her, listen, everybody's involved. Everybody. If it's going on in a little town, of course the police is in. It can't come through unless the police is in, unless the city council is in, unless the mayor is in. It can't go down unless everybody's in. We got some cleaning to do, people. We got some real cleaning to do. I understand we want this pride of notion. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to see what these people are about. You have to really go read, research, dig, see. Because things are spent. Because like I told him, when it first came out, it was racially spent. This is how he got in. Because Clayton County became a county where now there is more black. So now it's easy to spin the racial issue, because now that's something that they can emotionally relate to. And then when all your dirt come out, then you still spin it on that. They say that they trying to set you, and so they sweep that under the rug. But your tactics hasn't changed. But our conditions under certain leadership has gotten worse. Pin your congressman, pin your senator, put it in the public eye. My sugar booger was right. Call the news and see if they will expose them. Because these people ask for your vote. When they ask for your vote and they win, they feed their family off your tax dollars. The money that you go to work for, hard to feed your family. The portion that the government takes is how these people feed their family. That's why I tell you, all government officials work for the people. Think about it. You work for whoever pays you. My sugar booger goes to work. She's employed by the person who cuts her a check every 2 weeks. So, if these people are going to work and your money is cutting their check, who do you think they truly work for? Do they really work for the county? Or do they work for the people in the county? Because guess what? If everybody moved out, that means no money is coming in. That means nobody has a job. There's no police. There's no fire. Look at the city of Atlanta. Certain parts of the city of Atlanta, they shut down a lot of things because people have left. And when people leave, they tax money leaves. And when your tax money leaves, well, jobs leave. Communities go down. Schools close. So stop being abused by your employees. Stop being abused by those that say that they are here for your best interest and they're not. Because guess what? They can be replaced by something better. So when you go to work, you see them state and federal taxes come out your check. And then every time you go to the store, the gas station, the restaurant, anywhere you pay taxes in that county that you live in, your tag, your driver's license, your car note, your house bill, rent, mortgage, all of that tax money, taxes, go to help run the county. So if you paying somebody, that means they supposed to offer you a certain service. And one thing I learned from my sugar booger is you don't spend your money with bad service. You don't give, if people can't give you good quality service, they don't need your money. And if it's a leadership problem, then we need to change the leadership, especially since I'm obligated to give you my money. Because if I don't give you my money, you're going to penalize me. So before you penalize me, I need for you to get some things straight. Because my money is filtrated into this. You may feel it's pennies on the dollar, but think about how long this add up every pay period, year after year, plus what I go out and spend. Stop letting these folks to take your money and mistreat you, misuse you. And don't be afraid. Because I promise you, the boogeyman is scared of Jesus. Walk in there with Jesus. And the boogeyman to get up out of there. We'll be back right after this.
Jesus, 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 you're the lover of Father's endless mercy prepared a table for me. How can it even be? You sent your son down to save me, and no other name will I praise but yours. No other name will I praise but yours. Jesus, 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 the lover of my soul. Jesus, Jesus, oh Jesus, the lover of my soul, the lover of my soul. Whoa, I'm so in love, and there's no one else for me. Oh, I'm so in love, and there's no one else for me. Other name will I praise but yours. No other name will I praise but yours. Jesus, 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 you're the lover of my soul. Hey, you've won me over. Jesus, 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 desire of the nations. You've captured my heart, you've captured my heart, and there's no one else for me.
Welcome back to the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show. There's no other name greater than that name right there. Jesus. Ain't no other name greater. Boogeyman scared of that name. I can promise you he's scared of that name. Boogeyman scared of that name. Listen. You don't have to put up with foolishness where you live. You don't have to deal with injustice where you live. Stop giving your money to folks that can't give you good service. If you go to the same place and they mistreat you, stop spending your money there. One or two things gonna happen. Either they gonna treat you right or they gonna shut down. That goes for business, relationships, and government. Y'all ready to get Victor Hill out? You can get him out one or two ways. You can vote him out. And if you go to the polls and they don't see it and they vote him in, then take your tax dollars somewhere else. When they ask you, why you leaving? Tell them because you got ratchetness sitting in the place of righteousness, and you can't support that. I don't care if it's city council. I don't care if it's the mayor. I don't care where you live at in this country. So let me tell you something. Y'all can say what you want to say about white folk. I don't care what you say about white folk. Let me tell you something that I know. If it's going to bring their value down, their money down, give them a bad name, a bad light, a bad look, they don't give a damn about him being white too. You got to go. You got to go. Maybe you got to go. And if you don't go, we know the power of the dollar. So we'll go. Oh, you ain't got to leave? We'll leave. And then we'll leave you with all of this that you can't afford by yourself. Oh, we'll stick you with it. Bye. And there's nothing wrong with that. Stop going based on the ratchetness of color and the righteousness of justice. Excuse me. Y'all knew he wasn't no good when you voted him back in. So if you know it wasn't no good when you got it, what make you think it was gonna be better? Yeah, your vote is powerful, but your dollar, that speaks more volume than any vote. Take your dollar out of the community. You been to the hoods of Detroit? Have you been to the hoods of Atlanta? Have you seen postings of the hood of Chicago's? In Chicago? Baltimore? Think about everywhere the money is left. And then y'all vote people in because they look like you. And they promise you change. But your conditions get worse. And then you say, why my taxes going up? Well, because it was 10 of y'all, now it's 3 of you. So we need you 3 to make up for the other 7 that's gone. That's how the game works. That's how they get you. Go outside and look around. If your condition hasn't gotten better, then it's time to change your leadership. And it's time to change your dollar. And stop getting caught out in the bait and switch. Because like I said, the media will feed you while they taking care of stuff in the back that you don't see. They do it every day. Keep your eyes open. The scripture says, watch and pray. As I told Big Juice in the beginning of the show when he called, he asked, with all these evil spirits going on and all this evilness, how do we fight evil? The scripture says, prayer is the greatest weapon. And reading the word is the greatest weapon in this warfare. Prayer. Sincere prayer. And you have to worship. Prayer and worship. And scripture reading. Prayer and worship. Prayer and worship is the greatest weapon we have. That's it. Because best believe the Pandora box is open and we just getting started. So that's my time for the day, man. I thank y'all for coming in. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. May God bless each and every one of y'all that's watching, that will watch the replays, those that came in. I'm very grateful for each and every one of y'all. Listen, may God be a blessing upon you. May he keep you covered. May he guide and protect you where you're going. May he come into your life, uplift your spirit, and allow you to be blessed doing his will that he has designed specifically for you. I love each and every one of y'all, man. Remember, faith without works is dead. And please understand, faith in Jesus Christ is the only way. He said, I'm the truth, the light, and the way. And he's the only way to the Father. So, I love y'all, man. Listen. It's about to get real. Get in your prayer. Get in your worship. And when I say worship, that don't mean that you got to have a big band and a big choir. You can worship while you're in prayer. Just tell them thank you. Start with that. Get into your prayer, your praise, your worship. And ask him to show you things. All the things that you have questions for. And he will. So that's my time. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all back here on Thursday. So be peace and covered until I see y'all again. I love each and every one of you. Tell somebody about the show. Tell them, like, subscribe, share. Share all over the place. Tell the world about it. Gov gone. It's time to get up and get ready. Yeah. For the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show on Facebook Live. We bring in the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. It's time for you to get up, roll up, sit back, and ride to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's First Black Governor.